What's up, everybody? This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael back at it with another video talking of the Chicago Bears. Which Isa Burton, oh man, he have the most, him and Nick Wright have made this same topic, the same hot, take that they both have said about Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. But before we begin with this hot take, I do want to remind everybody, if you are new to the channel and you are stumbling upon this video, I do want to remind you to please hit that big red subscribe button and hit the bell notifications of today's video of the Chicago Bears. Which Rich Isaac was on his show today, and they were going over the teams of the NFC North as usual. But he had an interesting thing to say about the Chicago Bears. Now, I do want to mention about this. This is his opinion, so take his word for it and not mine. So we're going to be analyzing this together. So obviously, with the Caleb Williams being the number one quarterback to be the first number one overall pick quarterback to ever go in a situation like this, he's viewing, this as a possibility for Caleb Williams to do the complete unthinkable. So let's get right into it.
Offensive Rookie of the Year goes without saying, right?
Mama Dunze, yes.
No. He'll help Caleb get it.
He will help.
But I'll say this. I kept sitting here thinking, best case scenario would be for Caleb to be like C.J. Stroud, who was a unicorn, right? And took this team in Houston and remade it in his own image, along with a head coach who's a defensive-minded guy like Eberflus, and went ahead and won his division and made the playoffs and made the divisional playoff rounds. I'm thinking more like, Roethlisberger. I'm thinking more of like Marino when they first started. I'm saying the best case scenario for the Bears is this kid takes him to the Super Bowl.
Oh, this year?
Yeah. I'm saying that's the best case scenario. Like the glass couldn't be more half full if this happens. That they defensively they can do it.
Yeah.
Defensively they've got some real young studs who can really make your life difficult. Don't forget the kid from Iowa who can punt his head off and give yourself a great shot to 3 and out Caleb Williams onto his own damn 40-yard line half the time. So listen, I'll just go making the Super Bowl. That this team puts it together and the Bears fans get their dream scenario, and that's his first time going around.
Oh, man. That was such a hot take, all right. Now, he does mention he believes Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears have all the pieces to make sure Caleb Williams' life is not difficult. He also mentions that he can have a season like Ben Roethlisberger, like C.J. Stroud. Like I said, even though I will say it until I'm dead in a gravestone or I'm blue in the face, like my boy Keek on the mic says it, the Chicago Bears have a long way to go. All right. Even if Caleb ends up having a Justin Herbert type of rookie year, which would be very loved by Bears fans, the NFL playoffs is a way different story where the bright lights are upon you, and I'm pretty sure half of America is watching you performing to the highest level of your ability. So he mentions Caleb winning Rookie of the Year. Also, he thinks he does have the parts to do that with having the talent around in that defense of the Chicago Bears. You have Montez Sweat, you have Jaquan Brisker, you have Kevin Byard, you have Jalen Johnson, you have Kyler Gordon, you have Tyreek Stevenson, you have Javon Dexter Sr., you have basically and Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards. You have that defense is going to be a threat to opposing teams, and they're going to make life miserable for quarterbacks. And he keeps saying Caleb obviously will have the intangibles to get the Bears to the Super Bowl. Now, the question that everyone has is, do I believe? And I'll tell you the same thing like I told you with the Nick Wright. I do believe the points. I don't believe in the entire point. Their point, like Rich and Nick Wright, I'll say it again. They always have hits and misses. Just I always say the same thing, like Colin Cowher. He has they all every analyst has their hits and misses, but like I said, they also can make points of why they believe that they will, you know, accomplish that. I do agree with what Rich has to some of the points that he has to say, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with what he says entirely because even the most optimistic Bears fans will tell you that they don't believe they're gonna see Caleb Williams in the Super Bowl. They just want Caleb Williams to take this team to the playoffs and win them a playoff game since the year of 2011. So, and also break the Bears touchdown record and become the first quarterback to have a 4,000 yard passing yards. So like I said, the analytics are like the media is different right now for the Bears. Normally they would be negative and harping on the Bears, but it seems like times are changing. Yes, excuse me, but their times are changing for the Chicago Bears. Like people are talking very highly about them, and you got analysts like Rich and you got analysts like Nick Wright predicting that the Bears will make the Super Bowl their first year, like Caleb Williams in his first year. So that's the expectation for those analysts. Now, I don't have to agree with it, but that's the expectation. Now, I'm looking at the viewpoints and I'm like, okay, maybe I can see why they may think that, but I don't have to agree with it entirely. That's the problem. So, like I said, they do. Everyone has their hits and misses. Like I said, it's gonna take a while. Caleb Williams is still technically new to the NFL, and I guarantee you, no one's expecting Caleb to take the Bears to the promised land. We're just expecting Caleb to take the Bears to the playoffs. And yeah, he may have some rookie struggles like every rookie quarterback, but we expect Caleb to at least do us at the bare minimum with all the talent that we have, an offensive coordinator who resurrected Geno Smith's career, and in a arguably a top 10, borderline top 5 defense. So, anyways, that's my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with what Rich said. As always, thanks for watching. Bear down.